What's going on, YouTube? This is DBZ49 coming at you with my first place locals Rescue-ACE deck profile. That's right, I got first place with Rescue-ACE, and I just wanted to quickly go over my matchups. First round I played against Despia, then I played Adventurer Scareclaw, then I played against Punk Cash, then I played Cash in the final round. I'm very excited to showcase this deck profile. I think it's super fun. It'll become a lot better with the new support coming out in late July. And I think it's still a pretty solid deck right now. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the Rescue-ACE deck profile. We're starting off with the best monster in the deck, is Rescue-ACE Hydrant. This card's pretty freaking good. Pretty much, if I control another Rescue-ACE monsters, your opponent cannot target this with attacks or card effects. And then every turn I can search a Rescue-ACE monster. So it's pretty good. Obviously, it's like your searcher, it's your enabler. And it helps with the other spells and trap cards that you run that are Rescue-ACE. They get their bonus effects when he's on the field. So that's really good. Also, if you set a card with another Rescue-ACE monster, aka like Turbulence, so you can activate one of them that turn. So that's really good. Next, we do play the double Turbulence. This card's one of the best boss monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Essentially, to summon him, I got to banish 2 Rescue-ACE cards from my graveyard. If another card leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, except during the damage, I can target one card on the field, destroy it. Then obviously the broken effect where I can set up to 4 different name Rescue-ACE spell trap cards. So, really good card, big monster. And so yeah, next we do play a double Fire Engine. Basically, if I summon a Rescue-ACE monster, I can special summon it from my hand. And if my opponent special summons a monster onto their side of the field, I can special summon a level 4 or lower Rescue-ACE monster from my deck or hand or graveyard. So, really good. Helps swarm the field and gets your Hydrant out. And you need to have bodies on field to link away in order to get this guy out. So, he's a pretty good extender. And then I do play the 2 Fire Attacker. In my opinion, the better extender has a similar effect where if I summon a Rescue-ACE monster, I can special summon this from my hand. And if my opponent adds a card from my deck to their hand, I can draw 2 cards and discard a card. So it's essentially like a semi-pseudo Phantasme kind of thing. I like this card a lot. Helps me go second. When I use the next card or a couple cards I'm about to show you to summon him off of Impulse, and then get some hand traps, slow my opponent down, and then link climb, do whatever I need to do to set up my board to help me win the game. So I think that's pretty good. Moving forward, when the new support comes out, I'll probably cut one of each for the Preventer. I think Preventer is a really good extender. Next we do for now we do play double Lifter. In the future we will up this to 3. This card's alright. On normal special summon, I can search a Rescue-ACE spell card, and then his other effect, which is a little lackluster right now, I can when my opponent activates a monster effect on the field, a quick effect, I can tribute this card from my hand or face up on the field to special summon a Rescue-ACE monster from my hand. So I can help you get out Turbulence if you really need to, or maybe Airlifter. There are times where they will Imperm Veiler this on summon, and then you don't have follow up, and then you can use his effect to special summon one of those cards from your hand to at least play the game. So. Yeah, next we do play double Impulse. I really wanted to play this card at 3. I think this card's cracked. But basically, during your main phase, I can choose one effect monster my opponent controls the highest attack, and either player can activate the monster effects on the field for this turn. So this card, that effect is actually pretty relevant, especially against a card like Pirelli Noir. It would negate its effect, so that's pretty good. And then when my opponent activates, and this is the really good effect, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, I contribute this card from my hand or face of the field to special summon Rescue-ACE from my deck. So, really good because it gets me exactly what I need, whether it's a Hydrant, a Fire Attacker to search even more, and discard a card for more hand traps, get out Turbulence, whatever I need, it's really good. Was very considering to play 3 cards of this, but I did not have the space. Obviously, this deck has some consistency issues now, but when the new support comes, it'll be a lot more consistent. So for now, we do play 2. Next, we do play triple Parallaxine. I think this card is really good in this build right now because it enables to link climb and make XYZ plays for the deck, and you just summon your Hydrant, link it away for Linkuriboh, or if you have 2 of the Rescue-ACE monsters, you make Masquerena, and then you can use this to add more utility to the deck. So I think it's pretty good. It's a great small world bridge target as well. Next we do play the one Gizmek, the Sunrise Signaler. Basically, I contribute this card to special summon the Hydrant from my deck, and if I have a banished machine monster that's face down, it has like the same attack and defense, I can add it to my hand. I banish this card from the graveyard. That's really good when I'm doing my small world combo, because I do small world and I banish a face down preventer, or I think fire attacker, or even turbulence. And then when I use this to normal summon and banish it to summon the Hydrant, I can use this graveyard effect in the same turn to add one of those cards to my hand. So I think that's pretty good off of small world. Next we do play the one Kaiju. You can easily search it with the small world. It's a fire, has some synergy with the deck. Get rid of Rice Heart, problematic tower cards, and Nor, etc. Next we do play a hand trap lineup in Nibiru. Very good impact, high impact hand trap right now. And then we do play triple Ash. And then triple Droll. So I only play 9 hand traps, excluding the Impulse. I consider those hand traps as well. So like 11, and then I have some more hand traps in my side deck. So I think these cards at least are good enough to hinder my opponent from playing the game when I lose the die roll. And I can dig for them, with Fire Attacker, so it's pretty good. I didn't want to put too many hand traps in my main deck because of the consistency issues. So you want to have a healthy balance of everything. And so next we do play triple Prosperity to dig and get what we need. So it's pretty good. Next we do play Small World, also really good in tandem with the Gizmek card. So ideally, you want to have 2 Rescue-ACE monsters in your hands at all times, especially the Hydrant, so that you can do your full combo. And then we do play the 1-for-1 to get to the Hydrant, and then for the 1-of spells, we do play the HQ, Alert and Rescue. HQ is pretty good, gives me a double normal summon, then every turn I can shuffle up to 4 Rescue-ACE monsters that are in the graveyard banished, shuffle them in the deck, draw a card, so it helps recycle 4 Turbulence. Alert, add a Rescue from my graveyard to my hand, or if I control the Hydrant, it's a Rhoda. And then this one, my personal favorite, target a Rescue-ACE monster in my graveyard, then special summon it, or if I control the Hydrant, I can, special summon a monster from my opponent's graveyard. So that's really good. There'll be times where you link off your Turbulence with your Masquerena to make like something like a Unicorn for another interruption. Then you use the Rescue to bring back the Turbulence, and then you can use the Turbulence and the Unicorn to link climb into access code to pop some stuff, and to also make your traps live. In the event they Kaiju or something like that. So really good assurance. And then next we do play the 3 traps. One is Reinforce, the next is Contain, the last one is Extinguish. Reinforce, I actually like this card. This card kind of helps you play around evenly matched. Basically, target a rescue monster I control for the rest of this turn. That monster gets 1500 attack and defense, so it makes it really beefy. And it's unaffected by your opponent's monster's effects, and the next time it would be destroyed in battle, it is not destroyed. So that's pretty good. And then I can banish this card to target a Rescue-ACE spell graveyard, and then set that card. So really good recursion. Contain is the controls, and the effect monster cannot attack. Also, the effects are negated. So it's like your imperm, and then they can't use it for like link summoning or XYZ. So it kind of has that no material effect in it if you have Hydrant as well. And finally, the Extinguish. Target an effect monster and destroy it. And then if you control the Hydrant, they can't use that monster's effect for the rest of the turn. So really good cards. Essentially the idea is to set up Masquerena, Turbulence, and set 4, and then back it up with hand traps. And it's a little overwhelming for opponents to get over all that. You get so much value off the Turbulence. So really, really, really fun and strong deck there. Next we'll go with the side deck here. We do play Triple Shifter. Your deck can play around it, which is the cool part, because Impulse doesn't need to go to the graveyard. So you can summon the Turbulence off of the Impulse and just set 4 on your turn, just reestablish control. It's a turn skip for a lot of decks, so I think Shifter warrants a spot. It could be cut for something else, I'm not sure what. But yeah, next we do play the Despia package and Magnuma and Evilswarm. They're pretty good right now. Being able to banish what I need in my post graveyard to get the extra advantage is really good. Evenly matched, great blowout card. Goes in match, really good. You basically have all fire monsters. Prevents your opponent from Kaijuing your board. And yeah, it's just a win button in a lot of matchups. So yeah, then next we do play the triple Solemn Judgment to protect our board. So that's it for the side deck there. Quickly through the extra deck, we do play the 1 Zeus, 1 Exciton, and the 1 Bagooska. Really powerful level 4 rank XYZ cards, and then Zeus to clear board. And then we play the Dugares. I think this card was actually really good. It does conflict with Pod Prosperity, so be aware of that before making this card. But the idea behind this is that there are a lot of times where you just open Hydrant and a Parallel Exceed. So what you do is you normal summon the Hydrant, you make the Linkuriboh, you use Parallel Exceed, overlay for this card. Now you use this other effect where you draw 2 cards, discard a card. So at that point, you're hoping for any rescue cards, and then you discard a card. Now you have 2 Rescue-ACE in your graveyard, so you banish those 2 for your Turbulence, and you're golden. You can also link away this and the Linkuriboh for a Blaze Charmer, so you can at least have some follow-up and get some value from there. For some general link monsters, we do have Underworld Goddess, Appaloosa, and Axis Code Talker. You know, you do swarm a lot, so this comes up. Get rid of problematic cards. You know, Appaloosa is really good. Ideally, you want to summon her before going to your Turbulence if you have the gas, so that they can't, you know, hand trap you or nib you. I mean, your deck can play around Droll and nib depending on the hand that you have. But yeah, I mean, the access code to link up to destroy things. BLS Link monster, you have a lot of level 7 monsters that are higher, so it gets the bonus effect, so it's pretty good. Next, we do play the Unicorn to shuffle back with the IP Masquerena and Nightmare Phoenix to get rid of problematic back row. The Ablaze, of course, you know, when they ash you or whatnot, you know, you can get some value from there. When it dies, you can search level 15 or 100 or less defense monster from your deck to your hand, so like a Hydrant or something. Next, we do play the Dharc because we do play Linkuriboh and Anima, and also the Vestials, so Dharc comes up. Obviously, the Masquerena to link away any 2 monsters. Probably one of the best generic link 2 monsters. So you load up your graveyard to summon the Turbulence, and then the Anima and the Linkuriboh. Anima is really good to breaking boards, going second. Linkuribohs help you go first. With the Hydrant and enable Parallel Exceed play. So that is it for the deck profile, guys. You know, I'm glad that you guys were able to stick around and finish the end of the video. You know, if you have any questions or anything like that, please post it below. I try my very best to respond to every single comment and try to get as much input as I can. You know, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you and have a great day.